And with that, I bid you farewell with my final sign out here on Newsnight and on Citizen TV. My name is Waihiga Mwaura. Thank you.
For years, Kenyans tuned in to Citizen TV every evening, waiting for the calm, confident voice of this award-winning journalist. He wasn't just another news anchor. He was a storyteller, a truth seeker, a man whose presence on screen commanded respect. But then, one day he was gone. No more familiar smile at 9 p.m. news, no more sharp analysis of Kenyan politics and society, just silence.
Wow, I'm glad I finally get to surprise Waihiga on air. He doesn't. But I admire you, I really do. As a leader, as a person, as a human being, you are incredibly talented, so hardworking. I see the hours that you put in, and I just honor you for it. I thank God for opening this door for you, and I just know that your light is just gonna continue to shine brighter.
Waihiga Mwaura was born in 1984 in Nairobi, Kenya. Unlike many media personalities who dreamt of television lights from childhood, his journey started on a very different path. He came from a humble Christian background where values of discipline, education, and service to others were deeply instilled. He studied at Rusinga School, one of Nairobi's private institutions, before pursuing a degree in computer science at African Nazarene University. Yes, believe it or not, before journalism, his career looked like it will be in IT. But something kept pulling him away from the world of coding and systems and closer to the world of people, stories, and truth. That calling, though unclear at first, will soon shape the destiny of his entire life. Waihiga's journey into journalism wasn't straightforward. He didn't study journalism in school. In fact, his first professional steps were in the corporate world, working with international firms. But by 2008, a door opened, one that will forever change his life. He joined Citizen TV initially as a sports reporter. Imagine that, the same man who later hosted primetime news started by covering football matches, athletics, and local sports events. But Waihiga had something many reporters lacked: depth. He didn't just report scores. He told human stories, the struggles of athletes, the spirit of competition, the behind-the-scenes truths. It wasn't long before audiences noticed him, and so did his bosses. Within a short period of time, he transitioned from sports to mainstream journalism, anchoring news, hosting shows, and leading investigative features. By 2012, he was recognized as one of Kenya's brightest young journalists. His dedication, humility, and unique way of telling stories stood out in an industry often criticized for sensationalism. Waihiga brought credibility. In 2012, Waihiga won the CNN MultiChoice African Journalist of the Year award, one of the most prestigious honors in the industry. That recognition wasn't just about him, it was about Kenya. It placed the country on the global journalism map and proved that African journalism could compete with the best in the world. At Citizen TV, Waihiga went on to host major shows including Daybreak, where he engaged politicians, policymakers, and thought leaders.
You've made statements beyond Kenya that has caught the attention, for example, of Africans. For example, the statement you made on the summit and why that needs to be engaged differently. And when you announced that you are going to this summit that you are at right now, some Africans asked, I thought he said he wouldn't go there before, and they questioned whether they should believe the president.
His interviewing style was sharp yet respectful, a rare balance that won him admiration across political divides. Audiences trusted him, politicians respected him, and fellow journalists looked up to him. By the late 2010, Waihiga had cemented his position as one of the most reliable faces of Kenyan journalism. Then in 2023 came the shock. Waihiga Mwaura announced he was leaving Citizen TV after 14 years. For many Kenyans, it felt like losing a family member. His departure left viewers asking, where is he going?
And with that, I bid you farewell with my final sign out here on Newsnight and on Citizen TV.
My name is Waihiga Mwaura. Thank you.
The answer was the BBC, one of the largest news organizations in the world. Waihiga pointed as the BBC focused on African news anchor, broadcasting to millions across the continent and beyond. From Nairobi to London studios, his voice now carried the African story to the world. He wasn't just a Kenyan journalist anymore, he was an African journalist, telling stories that mattered to the continent on a global stage. Behind the camera, who is Waihiga Mwaura? Well, he is a man of deep faith and strong family values. He is married to the beautiful and talented gospel musician Joyce Omondi. Their love story has inspired many. The two met at Citizen TV, where Joyce worked as a host on Rauka before pursuing further studies in the United States. Their shared values, love for God and passion for excellence, drew them together. They tied the knot in 2015 in a private, elegant wedding and have since been one of Kenya's most admired power couples.
You are incredibly talented, so hardworking. I see the hours that you put in, and I just honor you for it. I thank God for opening this door for you, and I just know that your light is just going to continue to shine brighter and brighter and brighter. Listening to the team and all the wonderful things they've had to say about who you are, I want to be like you one day when I grow up as well. So thank you. Thank you for...
Unlike many celebrity couples, Waihiga and Joyce have kept their private life away from unnecessary publicity. They are partners in life, in faith, and in purpose. Joyce herself once paused the music career to support Waihiga's growth and literally launched her work, showing the power of mutual support in marriage. So what do you learn from Waihiga Mwaura's journey? First, success doesn't always follow a straight line. He studied computer science but ended up in journalism, proving that passion can redirect your path. Second, humility and integrity go further than shortcuts. In an era where quick fame often overshadows substance, Waihiga Mwaura chose credibility over popularity. Third, faith and values matter. He has carried his Christian principles with him in both career and personal life, shaping not just what he does, but how he does it. Waihiga Mwaura is right where he was always meant to be, telling Africa's stories, not just to Kenyans, but to the entire world. From Nairobi newsrooms to BBC studios, his journey is proof that when preparation meets purpose, destiny unfolds in ways bigger than we imagine. For Kenyans, we may no longer see him every evening on Citizen TV, but his voice, his passion, and his integrity continue to echo far and wide. This is not just the story of Waihiga Mwaura. This is a story of faith, resilience, and purpose. And as we follow his journey, one thing is certain: his best chapters are still being written.